South Point offers all the types of entertainment you'd expect at a first-class Las Vegas resort. Did you know our 400-seat showroom is one of Las Vegas's top destinations for live entertainment? Enjoy live performances by classic Vegas entertainers, bands, and today's hottest comedians, plus a rockin' dance floor. You can also enjoy live entertainment at the Grand View Lounge, where you'll feel all the vibes of old Las Vegas. Enjoy the music, and if you love to laugh, don't miss The Dirty at 12:30, our very own free comedy show. Every Friday night at 12:30 a.m. in the Grand View Lounge. The Dirty is 100% free, so arrive early. Go to southpointcasino.com or call the box office at 77136 for today's performances at the showroom and the Grand View Lounge. When you're ready for your favorite cocktail, stop in and unwind at one of our 7 specialty lounges. There's a bar around every corner, because you're in Vegas, baby. South Point Casino has plenty of attractions for the whole family. Catch a movie. Our 16-screen movie theater includes 2 XD Extreme screens for the ultimate in viewing, sound, and luxury. After the show, treat the family to a variety of treats at our old-fashioned ice cream parlor, Kate's Corner. We scoop up a variety of creamy concoctions, including smoothies, hand-dipped cones, milkshakes, malts, sodas, and sundaes. At Kate's, there's something for everyone. And if you've still got time to spare, our bowling center might be right up your alley. Voted Best of Las Vegas, it's a great place for friends and family fun. 64 lanes, a pro shop, snack bar, and arcade. And while the kids are bowling, you can play slots and sip on a drink in the Alley Cat Lounge while overlooking the lanes. For our more serious and professional bowlers, the South Point is also home to a separate tournament bowling plaza.
Okay, hey, what's up, everybody? It's a haircut hump day here. Might be a few seconds. Hump day. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us with Lunch with Punch. The show's a fun mix of sports, comedy, conversation, viral videos, plus some gambling advice. I'm your host, Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan. And today's show, we will look good punching our way through another Punchlines episode. Not sure if our punches will look good as this guy's, because, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mike Tyson getting ready for Friday's fight. 58 years old. He's just sparring, but he looks scary. He looks ready. He looks quick. I mean, do you want to mess with that guy? I think not. He's 58 years old. The fight is this Friday on Netflix. You can come down to the South Point. We will have the fight. I will be here if you want to stop over and say hi and take pictures. More than welcome to. And Friday on the show, we will be talking with Lou Finocchiaro. He's a fight expert. We'll be talking, Jeff and I, about this fight and also the big UFC card. So a lot of fighting this weekend. So Lou will be making his debut. A man not making his debut on this program. Frankly, I'm shocked he's here at all and not still in Hawaii. My man, the voice of both UNLV football and UNLV basketball on the radio, Pine Richland graduate, the man who has Jamar Chase on his fantasy team, Matt Neverett is here, ladies and gentlemen. Yay, Matt!
Better week in fantasy than it was in Hawaii, and that's saying something.
No, wait a second. What do you mean? How was Hawaii?
It was fun. No, that just tells you how well Jamar Chase did in fantasy this week.
I mean, you had 55 points with Jamar Chase.
Yeah, that was a no-brainer.
It was over.
My team sucks the rest of the way. But
it was over Thursday.
It was good. Yeah, sometimes you just need that one guy. No, it was good. Fantasy matchup was good. Hawaii was a little bit better.
Okay.
First trip out there, we had the extra day that we normally do on a football road trip just to kind of hang out. I got a chance to go to Pearl Harbor for one of the days, which was cool. It was weird saying that I was excited to go check out Pearl Harbor.
I understand, yeah.
I had a weird fascination with World War II as a kid, so it had been an area that I had never been to that I had wanted to check out. It was a lot of fun. My dad made the trip as well. He was my spotter on the broadcast, which meant that he just got to hang out. He had enough mileage points saved up through all of his travel to where I think his rate for what he got paid to spot for the game was like 10 times what it cost him to get out there. And the rate for spotting is $100.
Yeah, right. Smart man is what you're saying.
Yeah, he figured it out.
And how was the weather when you were in Hawaii?
Surprisingly rainy.
Right.
It was like the whole time, like an hour on, an hour off, rain and sunshine.
It's like Florida.
Kind of, except for just not as much humidity. I lived in Florida for a couple of years.
And crazy people.
Yeah, there are some crazy people in Hawaii, but it was fun. It was really cool. The weather, day of the game on Saturday, which UNLV won by 2, was beautiful the entire day. And then the second quarter started of the game. And then it just dumped rain on and off the rest of the night.
Well, Keith Lyle and I were doing a show here in town, and I got to the bar, and he had you pulled up on his phone, listening to the feed, and we were watching it on the TVs.
Doubling the listenership. Thank you, Keith.
We just did. That's very nice. Let me ask you this question. How much spam did you have?
A little bit. You had to have a little bit. I didn't actually until we got to the stadium for the game, and it was part of the press dining that they gave you. Yeah, it was a little spam in there.
If you've never been to Hawaii, I've only been once. It was Shooting Street Smarts there, which was pretty cool. We were on the beach, and it was unbelievable.
Where were you?
We Waikiki.
That's where we were. That real touristy area.
Touristy spot. Yeah. But I remember going into a McDonald's and everything was like $15, and this is 25 years ago. Whatever.
Yeah.
Everything was super expensive, but spam's everywhere. You go to the 7-Eleven, it's not like hot dogs, and it's spam's everywhere.
I guess it's cheaper to get there, cheaper to make.
I guess
out there. I don't know. You just take a bunch of pigs and jam it all together. I don't know how they make spam.
We also shot at the Dole Pine.
What's that? Would you say that you were spammed with it?
Spam was
somehow
spam.
I was able to avoid it until Saturday. We got out there Thursday.
Did you have spam a lot? Spam a lot?
I had plenty of Mai Tais.
Oh, really?
Big Mai Tai guy, yeah.
They're fresh there.
Mai Tais and rum runners, yeah. Yeah, you can taste the difference.
You can taste. It's so fresh. It's like when you go to KFC in Kentucky, you can taste that it's local.
It's like a LA farmer's market smoothie. You can taste the grass.
I love it. All right, it's time for top of show breaking video, ladies and gentlemen. This is how current and breaking we are on this program. Caitlin Clark was golfing early this morning at the Annika, named after Annika Sorenstam. She was playing with Annika and Korda. Who's the girl?
Nellie Korda.
Nellie Korda. Thank you.
The #1 female golfer in the world.
Exactly. I just call her Korda.
That's fair. You're on a tight basis.
Yeah, we tell hey, what's up, Korda?
Yeah.
Anyway, it was in Bel Air, Florida. She teed off very early, but we have some highlights or lowlights. But it's our top of show breaking video, ladies and gentlemen. Here she is teeing off, Caitlin Clark.
Oh my God!
Can we have the audio up, please, a lot, because there was good reaction shots.
We need to hear that again.
So she hits it. You want to hear it? Well, you can see it again from a different angle. Here we go. Sorry, my bad. And
I swear, that never happens.
This is a girl who never misses the rim, never misses the hoop. So you never hear like, oh, bad shot by Caitlin Clark.
One of us.
One of us. One of us. They call that a breakfast ball?
If it's off the first tee of the day.
I think it was, maybe.
It's usually kind of a common courtesy. I would say not in a tournament typically, where it's just, hey, breakfast ball. Usually it's early in the morning.
You get a mulligan on that?
You're not warmed up. It's a non-mulligan mulligan, and it's typically between friends. You don't see it often in the tournaments.
With pros.
If ever, yeah.
Listen, I think she finally revealed that her handicap is +5, so she's not bad.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
That's what she said on an interview. I tracked it down. Ask me my handicap.
I already know the answer. What's your handicap, Frank?
My clubs.
That's a North. Oh, she wasn't ready. It's not happening.
Damn it!
That's a North Allegheny graduate for you.
Oh, mother. Okay. Okay, no, all right. Well, so you saw her miss that shot?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Do you want to actually see the shot coming at you?
Oh,
Here
my
you go.
God, please.
POV.
First person. Oh, no.
And thwack. The 3 ball. There's a guy with a red flag in his hand. What's going on?
He's ready to challenge.
He's ready to challenge that shot.
I always am is such in awe at these golf tournaments at how close some of these people in the gallery stand. Like off the tee box is one thing. 99 out of 100 times, every pro is going to hit it.
It's
far enough away.
Am.
The am, emphasis on am. Even the ams they get though for this one are typically good though. But it's the ones on the fairway or when they're trying to hit out of like pine straw or the trees. Yeah. People are like bending around. I'm staying the hell out of the way. Yeah.
Well, we showed earlier or last week we showed that clip of someone hitting a shot and it landed in the girl's arm. Did you see that? And she was like working. She's like, what do I do? They're like, just open your arm and drop it.
I never want to be in a position where I'm accidentally catching a golf ball at an event. It's usually, if it's like 1% my fault, 99% the golfer's fault if I'm there.
If it has to do with golf, you don't want to end up on this show. If you end up on this show and it has to do with golf, I'm a testament. I broke a monitor doing that, of course. All right. We have one more thing that Caitlin Clark did at the tournament this morning. She signed a ball for someone. The ball hit somebody.
Oh,
so like a Caitlin comes over. How How much is that worth, by the way? Could you get for a signed Caitlin Clark golf ball?
Caitlin Clark golf ball. That'd be like getting a Tom Brady signed basketball.
Yeah, right? Something like that. Or a Russ Wilson signed welder's mask, as we saw on this show. Will they sign? We always like to do that. But look, she signed a ball.
Thanks for the good luck, whoever I hit.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Is that
That's what
good
she
luck?
said. Thanks for the good kick.
Oh, I thought it said luck.
No, thanks for the good kick. Meaning like it kicked back out onto the green.
Oh, my God.
She got a good kick.
I've seen a lot of golfers, they'll either sign a ball. A lot of them will just give a glove. They'll take the glove off their hand because they have so many of them and sign it on the open palm and hand it away. If you were golfing and hit somebody, what would you give?
I'd give an apology, first of all, and then I'd be like, let's meet at the turn for a brew.
Yeah, they can't sell an apology, Frank.
I'd give him a signed Frank Nicotero golf ball.
I know you carry some 8x10s on you.
They're more 3x5s, but yeah, something like
Fit
that.
them in the wallet.
I still have some postcards somewhere that I'll be bringing in shortly. Anyway, so Caitlin Clark, I think it still goes. Is it one more day or was it just today?
Typically,
I think she usually
they end it on Wednesday, and then the event itself starts Thursday through Sunday. Although this one could be a little different. I know for a lot of the Pebble Beach Pro-Am that they do, they'll do it like that. Sometimes they'll do it over the course of the weekend as well. Do it like a regular
so maybe
event.
we'll get more Caitlin Clark footage for you tomorrow.
Hopefully.
So here we go. And last but not least, in top of show breaking video, we got a point. Klay Thompson returned to the Bay. Klay at the Bay. So he got by the way, he scored the first basket. So if you had that bet, that was a good basket. It was a free throw, but he got a basket.
Love betting those.
Anyway, he went up. He was having a good game, but then Steph Curry took over the game. But here's Klay returning to the Bay, and the reception he got. I don't know why some people were maybe he'll get some booze. I'm like, what? Why are you saying that on TV just to get clicks? It's Klay Thompson. The guy's a god there. There was a video of him entering the arena backstage, and I guess everyone wore
they were giving him out.
Captain's hats.
They were giving out the captain's hat.
Yeah.
With the Warriors logo. Of course, he was famous for he lived across the bay from their old arena, and he would just take his little boat, his little jettison across. And,
amazing.
Whenever I see those hats, I never think of captains. I just think of drunks on vacation.
This is true.
Yeah.
And also Chris Andrews, because when I first met Chris Andrews, he was wearing one of those.
Well, I take back my last statement. I like being employed, yeah.
No. If Chris, you're watching, but that's how we met in Pittsburgh.
Oh, it looks good on you.
He had a captain's hat. I have a picture of it somewhere. We'll find it.
I just think of the guy Shoe Nice on YouTube who used to drink like entire handles of liquor. He used to wear the cap. He used to like eat deodorant. He would do all these like challenges where he would chug entire handles of liquor.
We don't have any of those videos, do we? And do we have? Okay, we don't.
I didn't send one in.
Anyway, good to see Klay Thompson. The Warriors won the game. I think Steph Curry had 37 points.
He had the go-ahead bucket late.
Go-ahead bucket late, and he went over, and he's like, what did he say? Something like, stay here, or keep him. He was yelling something. He was very pumped up, popping the Golden State jersey. But
he's revolutionized the celebration game.
He's
among many other things.
Steph Curry's the best. I love watching the guy play. All right, today on the Punch Menu, ladies and gentlemen, comedy clip of the day, picks at 12:36. Matt Makes the Call, the return of Matt Makes the Call, and a new segment that I'm going to try out today called Punch Drunk. We'll see how that goes. And in Punch Bowl Pundits, we have a major discovery at Walmart and some more Tyson versus Paul hype. But first, it's time for our comedy clip of the day. Vikings social media has been very good. I would put them in the top 3. Obviously, the Chargers are up there.
Buccaneers have done good stuff.
Buccaneers are good. I got to go Colts just because of Blue. And do you want me to sing the song? It's too early in the week.
He's not affiliated with the team.
He's not, but he is. He was fan of the year. They gave him Super Bowl tickets. Did you see the clip?
My guy.
The Flow with Seth.
I watch his videos every week just to hear the one line after. You know, when he talks smack on the other team.
Vote for me for NFL Fan of the Year.
Some are better than others.
Yeah.
My favorite one was something to beat the Dolphins. They're useless on dry land.
Wait, how does the song go, Matt? How does it go again?
This is our Colts. This is our team.
We bleed blue.
That's the benefit I get of being here once a week, is I get to do whatever I want.
Is my mic still on? Am I been muted? Okay.
Over the shoe.
All right, so anyway, we love the Vikings social media team. They had fun asking their teammates, and this ties in with the question I asked at the top of the show, which we'll get to in roll call coming up after this. But they asked him, who is the most famous person in your cell phone? Matt, we will be asking you. Everyone in the crew. Here's the Vikings, though. This was a lot of fun.
You know you're the most famous guy in the league. But
All
who's
right.
the most famous person you got in your phone?
Is that? Okay, that guy's like, he's like a YouTuber.
Everybody we named in this season, because we going to be lit. Who's the most famous person in your phone?
This is a good one. Okay, Denzel solid.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Damn.
LeBron James.
That's
LeBron
another
James.
good one. There's a couple random ones coming up that you.
LeBron.
Tom Brady would be one.
Tom Brady.
Don't sleep on my
That's a good one.
Chesney either.
Kenny Chesney, that's a good one.
Who's the most famous person in your phone? I know you got a couple. I already know who it's gonna be. Don't say it though. Nah, you can say it.
Okay, I got Manny.
Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao. He got Manny like
The Pac-Man. Yeah, they're on a first-name basis.
Yeah.
Shaq on my phone.
Shaq? Like Big Diesel?
Yep. Got Shaq
No
on my
way.
Probably Elon Musk.
Elon Musk is a wild one to have.
Tim McGraw.
Theo.
Favre, Michael Irvin. The creator of Outer Banks, Mr. Josh Payton.
Yeah, he talks
Oh,
about this
yeah.
show. Yeah, okay.
Josh, man.
Huge Vikings fan, by the way.
Maybe Dana White.
Dana White.
It's a good
Dana
one.
White, Vegas guy.
White, Josh Green. It has to be either Anthony Davis or Giannis.
Good ones.
Say Stephon Gil, Deion Sanders. I'll say that.
Deion Sanders is a good one to have.
The most famous person in my phone. Shout out to my wife.
This is the one.
Adam Sandler.
We can stop it after
He's
this.
one of my favorite actors ever, all time. So yeah, I'm proud about that one.
Adam Sandler. There you go. It's a pretty good one.
That's tough. I can call Adam right now. I can call him right now. Had Denzel Washington. I don't know.
How?
Elon Musk. Hey, show me the FaceTime. They just FaceTime like literally three calls ago. he said Teslas. I said, you only got one.
They had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
So, Matt, my question to you is: who's the most famous person in your phone?
I was scrolling through during that video trying
Okay.
to find. There was I got a couple ball players.
Okay.
One that I don't think anyone in here would have, and I
Okay.
don't think a lot of people would have. Mookie Wilson.
You have Mookie Wilson's?
Darn tootin' I do.
FaceTime.
No, I haven't called him in a while. But it was my first year in pro baseball in 2017 with
Okay.
the Birmingham Barons. They were celebrating. I don't even know why they had him, but Mookie Wilson made a live appearance and did an
Wow.
autograph signing and a whole thing. And it was the next morning they had it set up where the team paid for his airfare. They put him up in the hotel.
Yeah.
And on my 22nd birthday, I had to go drop Mookie Wilson at the airport off
No
at 4
way.
a.m. in Birmingham, Alabama.
So you have his number
I
for
had
that?
his number from that. I saved it, and I've sent it to about 5 or 6 people since then.
Did you ever text him or reach out to him?
Not since then, but it is in my phone.
Okay, that's how that's how we'll close the show today, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
we'll call Mookie Wilson.
And do you have someone on your phone famous?
Tiffany.
Wait, Tiffany. I think we're alone now. Mall
Yeah.
singer Tiffany.
Yeah, because I did a media tour through Las Vegas one day, and so I had her phone. I will say that I've since deleted it because I was
clearing out.
terrified that I was accidentally going to call or
Tiffany?
text her. Yes.
I've had that fear. I'm like scrolling through right now trying to find some other ones. Yeah.
Oh my God, Vince or Jerry or Sean, anyone famous?
Keith Lyle.
Keith
Okay.
Lyle. In mine, I have Donnie Iris. For
Okay.
you Pittsburgh people, who's
Yeah.
big hit Aliyah, Love Is Like a Rock. I've known him since I was a kid. And then I got Denny Nagel and Pete Harnish and Greg Vonnie.
What about Rob Schneider?
I had his
boy.
I had his number, and then I texted him once, and it was someone saying, not Rob Schneider.
Not Rob Schneider. Damn it.
Because he used to do a bit where he turned his clock back. He would call his old, turn your clocks back. So I'd usually hit him up when the clocks went back, and it was not Rob Schneider.
I've got Colin Cowherd.
It's a good one.
I actually texted with him last year about something.
Well, okay. And when will he be on Punchlines?
Whenever we want. That's my bestie.
That is a good one.
I got
That's
some
a good one.
couple ball players.
All
but-
right, so time for roll call, and let's do roll call with the people watching the show out there. We asked the same question to kick it off. JR, you son of a... Most famous person on my phone is Babalu. Okay, that's an
Wow.
inside joke because, no, man, okay, Moises Salud. B-Town Dummy, most famous. I just deleted Invante Sweet. Okay, that's inside joke. No, I'm not doing that,
Nope.
Keith. All right, and
I saw that.
JR, when you finally meet the Colts mascot, can you say, you're my boy Blue? Yeah,
got
so...
to.
All right, if anyone else has anybody, let us know.
I'm going to guess there's no way DeFlo has not met the Colts mascot. He seems like the kind of guy
You
that'd
would think.
be very excited about a
We're
mascot.
trying to... Keith, have you any updates on trying to get Seth with the flow? Is he being inundated with media requests now?
I mean, hey, we got Brooks Gate on. Anything's possible.
We did get Brooks Gate at a golf
I
course.
love DeFlo's other videos too.
Okay, I'm not saying... I didn't sing it, Sean, and I didn't bring it up.
I don't need to sing it. He does a bunch of covers of other songs.
But let's just do... Oh, he does?
His Smooth Criminal cover had me on the floor.
Oh, my God. Oh, I don't know if we would be allowed to play that.
No.
Damn it. 5 seconds. As Mike, 5 seconds. We could do 5 seconds Smooth Criminal. All right, maybe we'll do that. All right, it's time for That's Crazy, ladies and gentlemen. We have Matt Neverett here, so let's find out something crazy. What's that? Line of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Sure, there we go.
That's Crazy's better with Alex anyway.
That's better with Alex. Okay, so Matt, what do you have for line of the night?
Line of the night, in the words of Dennis Green, they are who we thought they were. The New York Football Jets.
You love ripping on the Jets as a Patriots
The New
guy.
York Football Jets. I think the picture that is included in this is the perfect summation of the season as far as the expectations.
I believe this is a running bit that you've been doing on the program.
Almost weekly, yeah.
Here we go. So common
Jets,
ground continued. Go
the
for
Jets and the Patriots, baby. Literally the highest expectations in my lifetime and the lowest expectations since I've been alive. They're both 3-7. The one on the left is my absolute favorite. I literally update this with you and Keith every single week.
I know you do, but read it. It's ridiculous.
And this is kind of a broader sense, a broader stroke that I'm used to. From 21 to 2023, Zach Wilson, that was the entire Zach Wilson era in New York.
The Zach Wilson era.
The Jets averaged 176 points and 2103 passing yards during the first 10 games. 17.5 points and 210 passing yards or so a game.
Okay.
This year, they are averaging 17.5 points a game and 211 yards passing with the, some people, greatest quarterback of all time. He is not. There's only one quarterback that can play into his 40s.
Terry Bradshaw.
Fran Tarkenton. Why a tittle?
Yes. And also they have Devontae Adams, Breece Hall. They've surrounded them with weapons.
Well, and they're already trying to get out ahead of the storyline. Devontae Adams posted some picture of him and Aaron Rodgers on his Instagram story the other day and said, well, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah,
it's like, Aaron Rodgers has about 3 more hits in him before his head falls off.
Yeah. It's sad to see the Jets. I was kind of.
It's not sad.
I know, but the Jets, because of Joe Willie Namath, was born in Beaver Falls, Rouse. I've always had a special place in my heart for the Jets, but I mean,
his cousin was my neighbor in Pittsburgh.
Namath?
Namath's cousin was Johnny Unitas' cousin was my neighbor.
Even
Still,
more. All Western PA born great quarterbacks. Okay, here's my that's crazy, and it involves Tropicana Field. You saying just a minute ago you lived in Florida for a while. We got to talk about Tropicana.
I didn't live too far from here.
Okay, that's what I thought. I think you talked about
I've
that.
been to a handful of games there.
Unfortunately, Hurricane, I don't remember which one it was.
Helen?
It's over the
Helen? There's been too many. Climate change is real, folks.
It is. So Tropicana Field, there you go. Can be fixed for $55 million and ready for 2026 because the roof was completely blown off.
Yeah.
St. Petersburg must decide if it will pay for the repair or continue playing to an open, or continue planning a new ballpark in 2028. And the Rays will most likely play their games at the Phillies or Yankees spring training park, which would be weird if the Yankees came as a visiting team to play in their own spring training.
Although that is the nicest, biggest one of all the spring training
facilities
down there. Yeah, Steinbrenner Field right there off the highway. It's really accessible too. It's literally airport, couple exits down, the Mons Venus, if you know what that is, and then Keith knows the Mons Venus.
Oh, is that
It is a gentleman's establishment that is notorious down there.
The only two I've been to, I went for my birthday a couple years ago. I finally went to Bradenton.
That's where I was.
That was nice. Yeah, there you go. And then we went to Baltimore because Baltimore, the Oil Stadium
Sarasota, right, a little bit further south.
That's where I got a foul ball, and I was like, I got a foul ball, and everyone's like, there's 40 people here. Are you really that excited?
I caught it in the air. The thing with the Trop, though, that is unfortunate for the Rays and for the city of St. Pete is that they are so close to finally getting the plans and the finances down for a new stadium. They, for years and years, are trying to find an acceptable location, acceptable financing. They're finally starting to get all the pieces in place. And then this happens. And they kind of have to figure out what to do in the short term. The issue is that I don't think they can play open air at the Trop the way that it is because it was built as an indoor stadium.
Yeah.
There's no drainage anywhere.
Oh, God.
Not
so
on the field, not in the seats, not anywhere. There's no drainage. That's why the damage was so catastrophic because any rain that got in there was the first time that any of those surfaces had ever faced rainwater.
Can't they do like that one neighbor that everyone has in a neighborhood, just like blue tarp?
It's the blue tarp.
Just put the blue tarp and just have it run
people
off.
have been complaining for years, too, about the white roof with the white ball going up. People would lose it. The blue tarp would alleviate that.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know.
Sunny skies in Florida.
I don't know. I mean, and it's a mess, too. And I don't think that the city of St. Pete is on the hook for all $55 million. There's got to be some kind of a cross agreement with them and the Rays and the city, and it's a whole mess.
And Caden had a title. Just build a new one, for God's sake.
That's what they need to do.
Just build a new one.
Too bad it takes forever, and it costs a lot.
And it's always a depressing game to watch on TV. It just looks dark.
It is.
And dank.
It's bad. It's a dystopian wasteland in there.
Yeah.
You feel like it's post-apocalyptic baseball.
Well, maybe someone could shoot a movie down there. It's perfect.
It's what was it? Zombieland. What was the one they filmed at Kennywood? Is that Zombieland with Jesse Eisenberg and Woody Harrelson?
Well, I know Jesse Eisenberg was in that movie with Kristen Wiig that shot at Kennywood.
Too many movies.
Yeah,
that's about the only reason I would go to Homewood.
To go where? Yeah.
To go to Kenny.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a very funny segment that we love every week. We're very lucky to have Matt Neverett here once a week. It's Matt Makes the Call. Yeah. All right.
Matt
makes the call.
And that is our lovely director, Ann, who said that once, and that's the soundbite.
I'm
right
still
there.
in awe that that's the live clip from the show.
I know.
What?
That's
It
what
was the rare, what would you call it, unicorn that you weren't talking.
I'm going to take a sip of my drink for that one.
Just getting ready for our new segment.
They hate when the eyes. I have been very good, Jerry and Ann. I have been for the past 3 weeks. I take a sip and I slowly set it down.
No one would ever know.
No one would ever. No one will ever know. No one will ever know. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Matt Makes the Call. Now, these are videos that I got to give Keith Lyle a lot of credit for helping us find. Now, we're going to give you a little, we're going to set it up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a balloon relay race. One kid has to pop the balloon on the other kid's lap.
Yep.
We'd like you to name the kids Ronald and Billy.
Ronald and Billy.
Okay, so here we go. Matt,
I get to decide which one's which.
make the call.
All right.
Volume up, please.
Ronald and Billy.
Okay.
That's the problem with these. They're always so funny. Hold on. Can we start that
Start
one
over.
I gotta see these
And
once
can
if
we
they're that
have
funny.
the audio, please? Up, please?
Oh my God.
Oh, there's no
Okay.
audio. That's why there's not. Sorry, my bad.
Are we able to start this over?
Can we?
Only because I'll take the blame for that. That was hilarious.
Okay, that's all right. Hold on. Oh, no.
All right, Ronald and Billy coming down. Oh, he goes over the top with the RKO. They still have to pop the balloon. Billy laying there motionless on the floor. The training staff coming over. He's on his feet. Oh, what a show of what a display of toughness and grit from Billy.
I mean, come on. First of all, I love that it happened once, right?
Yeah.
You're like, okay. Then the kid goes back another 30 yards and runs harder at him.
What did you expect to happen?
And the kid's like, all right, I got to do it. Otherwise, his friends are going to make fun of him.
Credit to that kid for sitting there and taking it. That's like when you're playing basketball and you're the defense.
You know
you're the one on a 2-on-1 breakaway, and you just stand there and go, oh.
You cover up the.
Yep.
You take
as long as the knee hits you like in the chest or the shoulder somewhere, you're all right.
That's all you care about.
Yeah, I would call that a block.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Boom. Okay, so here we go. This one, this one, we're going to go ahead and say that the gentleman was okay. He's okay.
He's okay, guys.
We call this one merry-go-round. It's two guys trying to stay on a merry-go-round the longest. You could name them Chris and Vinny.
Chris and Vinny.
Chris and Vinny. Here we go.
Random names right now.
Matt, make the call.
Chris and Vinny holding on for dear life. I've seen this one. The first one to go is out. The championship round of the spin-around derby presented by the Toyota Tundra pulling the cart. And down goes Vinny. Chris is the winner of the spin-off. Oh, my God.
He put a dent in the truck. They slowly walked out to check on him. They're like, hell, he all right. That's
Vinny's
Jimmy. He good with it.
Vinny's all right.
Vinny.
bigger dent. The guy's head in that truck or the golf club through the screen over underneath
Oh,
me.
that was barely. I was trying to work that out, too. I was trying to massage.
You made it worse.
The LED. You're making it worse.
Jesus.
But by the way, we did check, and that guy is fine.
Vinny's all right.
As far as we know. Okay, we have a third one, I believe. What's the third one? What's the setup? You want to restart? You want to see that one again? Okay, here we go.
We're doing halftime.
We're doing a replay. It's slow. Okay, well, we can commentate on the replay because we know what happened. So we'll have just at the launch.
Just
All
at the
right, Matt,
launch.
here we go.
Now, Frank, I'll ask you as a color commentator. Has this ever happened to you before? How do you come back from this?
Now this happened to me, and it was a. He's like, yeah.
Now you know my play.
A full body dent into the car. Oh my God! It almost looks like a dummy. It looks like they shot a movie.
Literally, was that back of the head or top of the shoulder into the car?
I think it was his ass. I think it was his lower back and his.
I don't know.
He
if
went
that's
in
better.
backwards. Then he Saquon Barkley did. He's like, I'm Saquon. I can jump backwards over this truck.
Somehow only slightly less graceful than Saquon. Yeah.
I would like to know how thick the waiver is that they signed before they allow someone to do this.
I'm going to guess, just looking at the surroundings, there may not have been any paperwork signed before going in on that. Just a guess.
Hell, you want to do it? Come on down.
Not as many countries are as litigious as the United States.
Of course, I always do a Southern accent for bits like that, but. What are the? I guarantee you that took place.
Somebody in that clip, whether it's English or not, is named Cletus.
For sure. All right, that's too much. All right, we have two more, right? Is this the guy's tired of waiting?
Yeah, Jerry, little kid named Jerry.
Little kid named Jerry's in a tire store.
Oh, Jerry's tired of waiting.
And this is a quick one, so here we go. Matt, make the call.
Let's see it. Jerry pacing around the outside. He's looking for his next victim. Jimmy into the hole. Jerry. What's he waiting on? Oh, and he tips over the tackling dummy.
Bud Karma.
Oh, and the tackling dummy's friend comes around and gets him. That's like when you're at football practice and you tackle the dummy and you get up and it flips back up and it hits you.
And
Similar
ironically, this kid is related to the guy thrown into the truck. So it's people, ladies and gentlemen, we have late breaking news. Jimmy Vaccaro's coming in. Jimmy, come on in. Jimmy Vaccaro, ladies and gentlemen, do you want to jump on the mic? Jimmy?
No, I'm just going to, don't forget to start telling them, we will show the Tyson fight Friday night.
Been plugging it all week. Yeah, we're going to do it again.
Right now, Paul's a minus 240 favorite.
Thank you.
Paul, minus 240.
All right, we're going to get to that in Punch Bowl. We're going to get to that. We'll break it down. Jimmy Vaccaro just reminding everybody, you can come down to the South Point. You know, it's on Netflix. So you're like, sportsbooks don't have Netflix. Well, Chris worked it out. And boom, it'll be here.
That was one of the things I learned when I worked behind the counter at Westgate is all these pay-per-view fights. It's especially with pay-per-view. I know it's a little different through Netflix, but with fights traditionally, it was told to me that if you're going to buy as a sports book the pay-per-view for there, you have to buy it for every screen that you have.
Oh my
so
God.
It would be for every room. So that's why I know it's different now. I know that used to be how it is.
Jeez.
Now that there's so many different ways to distribute, and there's the ESPN Plus deal with the UFC, and sports books are kind of having to get creative. I know that was mostly for restaurants. Like if a Buffalo Wild Wings wants to buy a pay-per-view, they have to buy it for every TV that could be watched by a fan.
Yeah,
so that's why some
hotels,
places are like, no, we're not showing the fights. It's because it gets expensive as hell sometimes. Yeah.
Every screen.
Yeah.
Jeez, oh man. Okay, we have one more. Matt makes the call, correct? Parkour.
Oh, yes.
A young man named Sean. There's a name him Sean, please. This is only 6 seconds, so be quick. Here we go. Matt, make the call.
When it comes to parkour, nobody better than Michael Scott. Sean's got a tall task in front of him. Here he goes. He takes the flip, and he flips himself in half, and he lands it. Oh, my God.
There it is. Matt made the call. He did.
Holy
he stuck the landing. He hit the fence, and then he stuck the landing.
Holy crap.
There we go. Matt makes the call.
Cat-like agility.
All right, we'll quickly get to a couple bits here, Matt. Thank you. Today's November 13th, 2024. And here are your days. 2020. 2020.
This is 2020. This is 2020.
We finally got the Barbara Walters drop.
This is
2020. If you're over 40, you know that. Okay.
I get that one.
So here's the national days of the year, as said by the National Calendar website. Who gets paid for these? Probably. One of these is fake. Get ready. Roast Dinner Day. Sadie Hawkins Day. You have to be over 50 to know what that is. Symphonic Metal Day. National Clean Your Rain Gutters Day. National Hug a Musician Day. World Kindness Day, Dear Santa Letter Week.
Ooh, so I know it's World Kindness Day.
It is World Kindness
Day. I'll eliminate
Day.
that one because Krispy Kreme had the donut. Shout out Jimmy Lamb. I know you're watching at the ballpark.
And somebody said, Sean also said there was Krispy Kreme was, or Burger King's doing something.
There's a bunch of stuff. Yeah, World Kindness Day. Yeah, more of these places need to acknowledge these made-up holidays and give us more free stuff.
Exactly.
I like that. All right. I'm going to say Clean Rain Gutters. I'm with Vince.
With Vince.
It's
Jerry,
not National Clean Gutters
let's see,
Day.
Jerry says hug a musician.
Of course he would.
Which is a real day, Jerry. I'm sorry. That's why I hug Jerry.
I'll give you a hug afterwards.
Everybody who knows Jerry Trevino, hug him. Sean says roast dinner, and Keith is now hugging Jerry.
I'm ruling out Symphonic Metal Day because I don't know that you would know what that is. And so then I'm going.
That makes me think that it is a real day.
Yeah.
I'm going with it's not Sadie Hawkins Day.
It is Sadie Hawkins Day.
Ooh.
Sadie Hawkins Day, when I was a kid, if I'm not mistaken, it's when girls asked guys to dances. It was from Little Orphan Annie comic strip, right? Or Dagwood. Little Abner, thank you.
They do like whole separate like dances now, like a Sadie Hawkins dance.
Right.
where
They still do Sadie Hawkins dances?
Yeah, when I was in high school forever and ever ago. I never got to go because it was always in March, and it was always when we would be going to visit my dad during spring training for the Pirates.
Oh,
it was
wow.
Somehow it was always during that week when I was in high
There were
school.
probably no girls asking you. Anyway.
That was the real reason.
Anyway, someone's right. It's Vince. It's not Clean Your Rain Gutters Day, ladies and
Let's
gentlemen.
go.
Vince and Matt were on that one. I apologize. What do you mean I don't know what symphonic metal means?
I got nothing for you.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it has something to do with metal
I think that's
music.
the first time I've ever been right on one
There
of
you
those.
go, Matt, ladies and gentlemen. You're on fire. Vince, very good on the Clean Your Rain. I thought it would fool somebody because, like, oh, it's this time of year. Fall, leaves are coming in. You got to clean them out. No one bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Also, it's Oscar-winning actress and EGOT winner. EGOT, she has an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. Whoopi Goldberg turned 69. We put him in the AI machine, which has been moved up to Utah. This is what we got. Here we go. Oh,
look at
Goldberg.
Whoopi.
She's a musician.
Hell yeah, Whoopi.
Very Lenny Kravitz or she, that artist. And then it's Santa. Oh, look at right in the letter.
Her you're
Santa.
talking about.
Her. Did I say she?
She said she. Same difference.
She,
right?
her, they, them. I
She,
got it
her,
wrong.
they. Oh, you know.
Thank you for.
I was like, who the hell's she?
It's her. Okay, she's really good though.
There goes Sean
She
again.
is good. Her is good. So then you got Santa. Write a letter to Santa Day. They're roasting some food there, and there's me next to Santa.
These might be the most realistic ones since we've started doing this.
It looks very. Who's the guy who did the Saturday Evening Post? Norman Rockwell.
It's better than the cat hermit crab combination that I still see in my nightmares.
It's very disturbing.
Look at Whoopi. Hell yeah.
Whoopi's shredding, and then what else? We got the roast dinner. Yeah, good one. And they're being very kind to everybody.
I do like that one. Yeah, look at
Congratulations to everybody. Enjoy your day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to picks in 3 or 4 minutes, I think we can squeeze this in. We're going to try a new bit called Punch Drunk. It's a new segment where I will become a current NFL player, but I'm so drunk that I've forgotten my name, but I know some of my stats. Matt, you will try to figure out who I am trying to be by the clues I give you. You must wait till I finish my master class in comedy.
I'm ready.
All right, so
typically when I'm drunk, I just remember all my stats too, yeah.
All right, so here we go. Maybe we could have some like drunk bar lighting. Perfect. All right, here we go. All right, figure out who I am.
Just imagine Creed playing in the background.
Okay, I'm going to walk into frame because I'm going to be like a drunk at a bar. Here we go. Okay.
Hey, Homer!
Hey, man! Hey! I'm good, you know. And I'm not some average quarterback. I mean, I played at not 1, but 2 major colleges.
The heavy breathing really sells
I don't
it.
recall going to class. But I mean, I'm good, you know? I mean, like, I'm a cool guy. Maybe the bleach has gotten to my brain. I don't even know my name, man, you know? But I do lead the NFL in passing yards for stripe's sake. Who am I? Who am I?
I did get that one. Joe Burrow.
I'm Joe Burrow. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, there we go. Okay.
I got that
Thank
one.
you for that. We discussed the Sunday night primetime matchup between the Bengals and Chargers. Chargers are minus 1.5 and 46.5. Who do you like in that game?
The Bengals are getting hot at the right time. You know,
Yeah,
after they
I'm
lost to
scary
the
a
Patriots in week 1, I didn't know if they were going to be any good this year.
You mean that loss that cost me $20,000?
Yeah,
Yes.
go figure. But
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, turning it around, riding the ship, does lead the NFL in passing, as you had said.
He does.
Just kind of what everybody expected. And it just happened a little bit late. Doing it without Pittsburgh native Tyler Boyd this year.
Where did he end up? Jacks?
Titans.
Titans.
He ended
I
up on
always
the
get those two
Titans. So
teams
he has
confused.
won 2 games.
2 games. All right. All right. Here is, let me see which one this, here's your second one. Okay. You might want to go tight on this because I'm going to do some magic here. I don't know who I am. I'm a man. I went to school. I went to school at Southern College. I still play in the South. Can't get out of the South. Can't get out of the South. I was picked in the 3rd round. I should have been 1st round. They don't know anyone. No. And then I get drafted to a city. There's nothing but booze here. There's booze everywhere. 24 hours a day, you know? Oh, God, I hate this time of year so bad. I am not a GD chipmunk, all right? I got that chipmunk song. Christmas time of year. I'm leaving, yeah. Bah humbug is what I say. I have 715 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns. I don't know my name. Who am I, Matt?
You're bordering on Charlie Kelly here. Is it Will Levis?
No. I'm a running back, and I play in the South in a city that drinks a lot.
I don't know why I was thinking quarterback. Oh,
No.
Alvin Kamara.
No, I'm Alvin Kamara. That's right who I am.
There we go. You could have said something about punching somebody in an elevator in Vegas.
I didn't want to talk about that in Vegas. I was trying to accentuate the positive. The Saints host the Browns this Sunday. Saints are minus 1.5. But they're against the Browns, for God's sake. So
the question is whether or not the interim coach is going to clog a toilet before the game. Did you see that?
I did not. I know his name is Riz. I didn't.
Sky Rizzy?
Yeah, right. I didn't know about this.
He said before after the game that before the game he was worried about how it was going to go because he clogged a toilet. He literally was telling people that he clogged the toilet in the stadium.
I will forever root against the Saints now.
So now he's got to eat Taco Bell before the game.
Oh my God! All right, we got one more, and then we'll get to picks a minute late, but it's worth it for this.
This is good.
This shit. Oh,
you're the one that came up with the idea.
I know. I love it. I'm having fun. All right, here we go. This is the last one. This one's a little tougher. Here we go. I'm on a first place team. The hell's that over there? I'm trying to talk, and Sean's over there bing bong bang banging. I'm not a household name. I mean, people confuse me with Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback. What? I don't get it. I'm my own man. I went to college. They used to be a Pac-10 school. Now they're Big Ten. I don't know how the hell that happened. I ain't sending them a check. They can ask me all they want. I ain't sending them money. I'm confused about that. I'm confused about who I am. I mean, I'm second in the NFL in tackles. I'm second in the NFL in tackles. I play defense. I hit hard. But here's the good clue I think about my name. My first name I share with the very famous religion figure. It's compassion and enlightenment. And, speaking of religion, I'm a cardinal. I don't know who I am, though. But for Cardinals, religious.
I might not know who you are either.
First name.
Is there a Muhammad or a Jesus?
Everyone confuses me with the quarterback over in Tampa Bay. I just got part of his name. What's that guy's name? I don't know his name.
Minshew?
The quarterback in Tampa Bay.
Not Minshew.
Jesus.
Baker Mayfield.
Right? There's a clue. Get one. Matt makes the call. He can't do anything with it. Baker. Religious figure, first name.
Oh, Buddha.
Buddha Baker.
Buddha, okay. There we go. We got there.
Sean's over there bing bong bang, and I'm trying to do a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for picks at 12:38.
I know he was
very
second
much.
in tackles. That's a good one.
He's second in tackles.
I didn't know that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have a pick. I don't pick anything. I'll pick you. I'll pick a fight. I'll pick a fight with Matt Neverett. Oh, I get to do basketball and football.
This is like a real bar experience.
Okay. All right, Mr. Matt Neverett, what is your pick at 12:39?
My pick is me as a minus 10,000 favorite in our fist fight.
Hey, I'm sneaky low trajectory.
And I'm not. I have two plays. One of them I understand is in a game that you have a play on as well.
Oh, okay, please.
We're going with midweek action.
Yeah, we got some action. We're in the
you
middle
and I
of
both tonight.
I don't know how many days into the 55 in a row we are, but
about halfway,
something
like that. Maybe on the other, on the back half. But
yeah, probably.
3 MAC games last night. 3 MAC games tonight. They're the conference that keeps America together, keeps us focused on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
And middle of the week.
Exactly.
Genius programming.
Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the over in NIU Akron.
Okay.
Northern Illinois, everybody thought they were going to be this magical Cinderella team after they beat Notre Dame. That's not going to happen this year. They are a solid team that kind of had a mid-season lull. I'm going to go over 44. I saw it at 43.5 earlier, up to 44 now. So if you're going to get it soon. This is an NIU team that has scored 20 or more in each of their last 2 games. Akron, who is one of the worst teams in all of college football, does score points. They've scored 20 or more in their last 4 games. I think this is a blowout. NIU's like a 14, 15-point
it's
favorite.
It's around 14. Yeah. What do we have it? Something like that.
I saw 14.5 earlier, so split the difference there. It's a 2-touchdown favorite. It's going to be a matter of if Akron score points. I think NIU blows them out. It's just going to be a matter of if Akron scores points. They've scored, like I said, 20 or more in each of their last 2. They've had a lot of games this year where they do score. Problem is that their defense has been atrocious, and they've let the other team score a lot as well. So I'm going to go with the over, kind of a plug your nose, hope for some points in this game between 2 teams.
Plug your nose?
I don't like this pick.
So it's like, okay. All right. It's rare that you see a line that high, minus 14, and the over is that low, 44,
so
right?
They're expecting this to be a blowout, and the books are telling you that they don't expect Akron to score.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be way over.
Okay.
But if it's like a 25-20 final, that gets you there.
There you go.
I got another one, though.
Please.
And it's in the pro ranks, just not in this country.
Oh, what? Canadian football?
Grey Cup coming up this weekend.
Oh, my God. We had Joe D'Amico give a clip. Joe will be back tomorrow, by the way, with more picks. He gave a Grey Cup, not a Grey Cup, but a CFL action. So what do you have?
Yeah, we got the Grey Cup between the Toronto Argonauts, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
Right.
Number 1 defense in the CFL is the Blue Bombers. I'm going to go with Toronto. Now, they had Chad Kelly, who was Mr. Irrelevant. I believe the Broncos picked him out of he was at Ole Miss. He was Mr. Irrelevant, kind of faded out of the league.
Okay.
Not quite Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant.
Right. Didn't work out.
But he had been the starter all year for Toronto. He actually broke his ankle earlier on in the playoffs. Nick Arbuckle is who we're going to be cheering on in this one. I'm going Toronto plus the 9 handicap here. big spread, championship game, even without the quarterback.
This is the championship of the Grey Cup?
The Grey Cup, 111th edition.
Wow, that's amazing. And by the way, Toronto's who Joe gave out last week, so they're getting 9 points.
Yeah, it's the 8th all-time Grey Cup between these two teams. They're two of the winningest
you
franchises.
Throw the records out.
You throw the records out when Nick Arbuckle's under center, with all the crazy motion and the extra man on both sides. More so vibes than any kind of a handicap in this one. I'm going to bet on Toronto to keep this one close. I'm going Argonauts +9. Go Args.
Nick Arbuckle, is he related to Fatty Arbuckle?
I can only hope so. He might need that.
You might have
fame.
to Google Fatty Arbuckle. How they have not made a movie about this guy's life. He was the biggest star in the world in the 20s, and then there was something happened. Google it yourself.
Google it.
Chris Farley wanted to do his life story right before he died, his first dramatic role. He died penniless, this guy. It's very sad. Okay, so my picks, I'm going with Northern Illinois. We've done enough of the picks. I like Northern Illinois, too. They're a superior team. I've played that campus. Northern Illinois, so I'm rooting for them. Yeah, up in DeKalb, Illinois.
Like Chicago North.
It really is, yeah. And I drove through. I didn't drive through a tornado to get to that one. That was a different one.
That was Columbus.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Punch Bowl Pundits. Here we go. We got the picks out of the way. Once again, just a few program reminders. Tomorrow on this show, big show tomorrow, we have Deb Whitkus, who's a massive Philadelphia Eagles fan. She was here Super Bowl week and joined us in the studio. She will be joining us via satellite, talk about the NFL action. She's a huge fan. After that, we have Billy Gardell will be in the studio. Billy Gardell, who's making his return appearance. He helped me out like the first week we did the show.
He's awesome.
He's back. Billy Gardell will be here. And Joe D'Amico with your picks, ladies and gentlemen. I think he went 3-1 last week, 3-1, 4-0, something like that. He had BYU who didn't cover, so he had almost 4 winners. Anyway, you're going to want to watch Joe D'Amico. If you know him, he's our regular Thursday guy giving out picks. Make sure you come down here. You got a couple more weeks for your jackpot parlay card rivalry week, and November 30th, big weekend, Thanksgiving, all that jazz. So come down, $5 could get you a minimum of 25 grand.
You almost had it.
Why would he have to do? And the team that prevented me from winning?
It was your first choice for pretending to be drunk. Pretending.
I was pretending.
Yeah.
That was Coke Zero.
Yeah.
And Jack.
You know which Billy I would love to get on the show?
Which
Billy I'd love to get on the show is Billy Eichner. Billy on the street.
Billy Eichner is funny. If we can get Billy Eichner, let's make it happen.
Street smart.
Does anybody
Billy on the street.
Yeah, exactly. Does anybody have that in their phone? Let me see.
I don't know if that'd be the most famous. Yeah, especially not for you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Punch Bowl. Matt, we have 3.
Do it.
We just got a few today since we knew we were going to be doing lots of talking with Matt.
All right, we'll start with number 1.
Okay. Oh, pick another one.
Pick another one. We're going to not start with number 1. We're going to start with number 3.
Number 3. Let me get to number 3. Okay, go ahead. Read the question.
How far of a field goal could you kick? No rushers, just on an empty field. And should we all meet someday to see who can nail a kick? I love that idea.
We need to do it.
I love that idea.
We'll figure this out at some point. We're getting all the talent. We're going to go kick.
I have a Pine Richland football Letterman jacket.
Wait a second.
Because I place held on field goals for 2 years.
Did you really?
Because I wasn't good at anything else.
But that's not an easy job, though.
We had a snapper, kicker, and punter that all went D1.
Really?
And then there was me. No, it was I placed held on field goals. I was a backup quarterback on a lot of the teams I played on because I was super short growing up.
Right.
I mean, I was a 5'5" junior in high school trying to play JV football. Didn't work that well. I didn't play after my junior year, but I always had good hands.
Right, that's what you
and they
need.
like a quarterback of some sort in case you got to run a fake or something.
Right.
We would run some fakes with me running it because I would just get it.
This
just go
is
under.
a quad A school, or
This
no?
is
There's
big.
6A now.
It was quad A then. 6A didn't
6A
exist.
now.
Yeah, it was the biggest classification. We had our snap to kick time down to like NFL or better levels. Like we were that because we had nothing else to do during practice.
Yeah.
So we were really good. So I'm not a great kicker, but I could reliably make, an extra point. You snap it from about the 3. You got to go about 7 yards back, add the 10 for the end zone.
Okay.
So wherever it is in the field, you basically add 17 yards.
Yeah, right.
So
correct.
you're kicking a 20-yard field goal for an extra point. I could make that one. I had in high school. Keep in mind, in high school, could make up to like 40.
You really could.
I could go probably 30 yards nowadays pretty reliably.
I could probably do it with a Nerf ball, like a Nerf football.
Yeah.
I could kick the hell out of that thing. Well, the reason I bring this up is 17-yard field goal. That would be the ball placed on the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Tennessee Titans cheerleaders thought they'd try to take an attempt. There's 16 attempts that we're going to see in this montage. I'm going to set the over. How many do you think will be? I could set the over-under at 4.
You said 16 from 17 yards out?
Yep.
I'm going to set it at 4.5.
4.5. All right, you taking over or under?
Under.
All right, he's taking the under. Here we go. Roll it. So we're going to start off. Can the cheerleaders make a field goal? I believe we'll just count the makes. Okay, she missed.
To be fair, I would set a similar total for most groups of people, whether it's cheerleaders or basketball players.
I think this is the girl right here. Yeah, Anna.
You can tell by the backswing that she's done this before.
Anna's kicked before. Amy, nope.
Just not enough.
So we only have one so far. Everyone knows not.
They're all trying straight up, too. You got to go soccer style.
You got to go. Here's McKenna. Nope.
Oh,
couldn't do it.
You got to do whatever that is.
She talked a big game. Okay, now we got Ryan. Oh, Ryan missed. Taylor.
With no eye.
Missed. Kaylee had good voice. She was. Nope. So the under's looking good.
Okay.
That's just a short by Hayden. Okay. Here's Isis. She pushed it. McKenna again. McKenna nailed it. I could be a different McKenna. We don't know. So we got 2. Oh, Susanna, you didn't do it. Thank you. Who's that? Sadie? No, Sadie's no good. Everyone knows that about Sadie. Here's Hannah. Hannah, she had such good form going into it. Taylor
made it. So that's 3.
Taylor made. We got 3.
There we go.
Took the under. Matt cashed a ticket.
We'll take it. What about you?
I think I took 2 giant sticks and put them on these hedges.
Yeah.
And I had a tee. And I had a Nerf ball, and then I had like a rubbery ball, and I would just kick. I didn't have a very strong leg, but I was accurate.
Okay.
So there you go. I think I could. Oh, that I could.
As you saw there, all you need is accuracy.
I could nail
Get it up in the air.
a 17-yard field goal. Is there a local high school around here? Where's a field around here?
There's plenty.
Right there?
Coronado's right there. The real easy way, too, for people watching that, you're watching on TV and you're wondering how do the announcers or anybody get the distance so quick, all you got to do, secret tip,
17.
Watch the placeholder.
Yeah.
Wherever he goes down to a knee, you're just adding 10 yards from that spot on the field. So if his knee is down on the 20-yard line, it's a 30-yard field goal. That's what I use during my broadcast.
But see, I do the 17 math.
Because sometimes,
yard line,
every
20,
now and then,
37.
you'll have teams that'll go 8 yards back instead of 7.
Are you allowed to do that?
You can go as far back as you want. There's no rule. That's why on punts, they're
that
like 20 yards back.
That seems odd that you'd be. Why can't you?
It benefits you to be closer. It cuts the kick down. It cuts the time from when it's snapped to when it's kicked down.
But say it's like a short one, because a short one, you have to get it up high. So you could back up 10 yards and kick it from there?
It makes the kick longer.
Why has no one done that?
Because it makes the kick longer.
But some kickers probably would prefer, let's just say, 27 over 17.
That's fair, but it's mostly for the long snapper.
Oh, that's
because
true.
Because the long snapper, you're either snapping 7-8 yards for a field goal, or it's like 17 yards for a punt.
Yeah.
Really nothing in between. Unless you practice it, teams can do that.
And why do field goal kickers get credit for where they kick the ball, but punters only get credit from the line of scrimmage?
Because they're different purposes. One's to score, one's to move the yardage on the field.
Okay, Matt, fine.
You can't ask me technical questions and not expect a technical answer.
You have all the technical answers. All right, we got a couple more on the punch bowl.
Am I allowed to pick one in? Okay, now we got one. Only because it was staring me in the face. All right, do you want me to read it or do you want it?
No, go for it.
So it's written in the first person. So Frank loves a good Walmart spree. And sometimes Frank picks up a pack of cards here and there.
Yeah, I usually read the setup. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Because I don't pick up cards.
Right, exactly. Well, when I'm at Target, sometimes you look at the baseball cards, and if there's I might buy a pack just for entertainment.
I always text my brother Kyle, who's really into cards. So I always text him. That's I don't take them. I just tell him to go get them.
Okay, very nice. So there was one pack at Walmart left, and the guy breaks it, and look what he gets. He gets a signed Shohei and Clayton Kershaw card.
Oh, my God.
For $6. But you know what I love about this? First of all, I love that it was at Walmart. I love that it's not a professional breaker doing it on camera.
It's just a guy.
So that's why there's no video. The guy doesn't have video because he's like, why would I set up my camera for a $6 regular pack of Tops? But look what the reward is. He gets a card that's worth 6 figures because Shohei's on it. And oh, by the way, Clayton Kershaw is a Hall of Fame pitcher, first ballot. And now he's got that card, and good for him. It was the last pack. That means somebody bought some baseball cards and went, no, I'm going to leave the one pack for someone.
Who leaves one if you're buying multiple?
No, because you're like, oh, I'm going to get that. You just lost out on $200,000.
I mean, that's like literal Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. You got people having systems and buying a million of them, and then he buys the one on his way home from
Walmart,
the factory.
$6. I love it. So my question is, what's the most valuable card you own? Or maybe your brother who's
I was
going to
say, he's got a bunch. He gets them graded. He's using it as almost like not quite an investment, but he has, he has them tracked. He's got them all logged. He has like thousands. He does Pokemon cards too.
Yeah.
He's a big Texans fan, so he has a ton of CJ Stroud cards.
Early.
I think his most valuable one is a Bo Nickel UFC card. Graded 10 out of 10.
I have no idea who that is.
Huge up-and-coming prospect, national champion wrestler. He's undefeated in the UFC. He's been a favorite in every fight. I think he's got a fight coming up as well. But like that card itself right now is worth like 5 figures.
Really?
Insane.
And where does he keep his cards?
He's got a... his combination is 425.
Thank you very much. Sean, do you have any super valuable cards? Sean's a collector. Sean? Yeah. What do you got? What's your most valuable?
Downtown Najee Harris.
A Najee Harris card?
$600.
Nice.
Okay.
I do have a Bo Nick. nickel one also. I have 3 of those.
The bone nickel ones are valuable.
Rookies, yeah.
I've never heard of this guy.
Learn it. He's going to be a future champion.
Okay.
But my most prized possession is probably my Duck Hodges.
Oh, man.
You got a Duck Hodges card?
Autographed, yeah.
Why the hell is that your prized possession?
Who's married to or dating country superstar Lainey Wilson? Yeah. All right, there you go.
I have a signed Skeens rookie that my brother gave me.
Oh, man. First of all, was there a skiing sighting in Vegas? Someone said. Who was that the other day? Was it Joe? Who said something about him being in Vegas?
JR.
JR said it.
He would know.
Yeah, because you said your nephew works out with him. Yeah. All right, we got to get Paul Skeens in here. My most valuable card, I have some rookie. I have a Ricky Henderson rookie and some Tony Gwynns and Ozzie Smiths. I mean, and Cal Ripken, who was on a 3-panel card.
Yeah.
They're not mint condition. They're mine. I mean, I have them in a binder
From back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know what they're worth. And then I have some old. I have a Mickey Mantle, but it's not like a Mickey Mantle. It's
The
like
number
a
1
60s.
card that I want that I don't have is a Ripken, but it's not Cal.
It's the Billy Ripken.
My
card.
brother has a Billy Ripken one, but it's one of the edited ones.
Yeah.
Where the knob of the bat is.
I feel like I
covered
had
up.
that one too. It was Donruss or Fleer.
My
I think it was Fleer.
the president of the Aviators, Don Logan, in his office has an original Billy Ripken card with the writing on the
If you
knob.
don't know what we're saying, there was something profanity was written on the knob of the bat, and he posed for his card, and he didn't know. And it's
He didn't know. Come on.
Okay, he did know.
Come on.
It's blank face. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, Billy Ripken had a great face. Just Google Billy Ripken
Yeah,
face.
there you go. Just Billy Ripken. It'll be the first thing that
Brett
pops
Favre
up.
cares about the welfare of his town. Just Google Brett Favre welfare.
We were talking
There
about
we
that.
go.
All right, I think we got one more to end the show with.
Number 2, am I pumped for the Tyson versus Paul fight? I know Jimmy is.
Okay, well, here's the pump video. Here's the video to get you pumped up, ladies and gentlemen. There we go.
I think there has been.
Never.
This is Jake Paul.
Bam. Look at, he's hitting all these meat cans here. Tomato cans. Tyson.
And then it's Tyson fighting Ali. Like, come on.
Keep your hands up, Jake.
Paul versus Tyson.
That's almost the Rocky 3 ending with the painting. All right, Matt. Jimmy popped his head in here. I told him we were going to get. We had it in the show. We showed a clip at the top. Jake Paul's minus 240.
Minus 240.
I'm putting all my money on Mike Tyson. I don't know how he loses this fight. I understand Jake Paul's much younger. This is Mike Tyson we're talking about. He is 58, but it's instinctual. It's Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
And I don't care if he's 70. I think I'd still take him. So what is your take on this?
I have such mixed opinions on this fight.
Okay.
Because it's Mike Tyson.
It's Mike
It's not
Tyson.
just like any good fighter from back in the
Correct.
day. It is Mike Tyson, who not only was like the best fighter of a time, the biggest personality and the biggest aura of that era in boxing as well, undoubtedly, and just one of the scariest dude that has ever stepped in the ring. And Jake Paul, to his credit, has transformed himself into what looks like a really, really good boxer.
Yeah.
People are so surprised that the Paul brothers, who were all state wrestlers in high school in Ohio, who already have natural athletic ability, who have all the money and free time and resources in the world.
Exactly.
They both turn themselves into, pretty good fighters. Logan Paul in the WWE, if you want to call that fighting, takes athleticism. And then Jake Paul doing the boxing. And, they show the highlights of him knocking out Ben Askren, whose biggest UFC highlight ever was getting kneed in the face by Jorge Masvidal in the first 2 seconds of their fight. That was Ben Askren's UFC highlight.
Are you a big UFC guy?
I am, yeah.
I didn't realize. And you and Keith, I didn't realize how much.
No, I love the UFC. But, Jake Paul, and then he's going to win this. If he wins this fight, I beat Mike Tyson. Yeah, he was 60 and had to move the fight because he had stomach ulcers.
I still feel that there's no Mike Tyson. He can't lose. But I guess maybe a part of me is because of his age too. And I grew up. I remember watching his fights on ABC afternoon. It's like a Wide World of Sports. He had a fight at like a Saturday afternoon, and I watched it with my sister when he went 10 or 12-0, and he had knocked everybody out
over in Manila where it was the middle of the night.
Yeah, I don't know. But then I remember watching his championship fights. I mean, there was nothing like a Tyson fight.
I also
back in the day.
like boxing nowadays compared to what it used to be, especially in this town. Vince knows, like any Vegas native that grew up here remembers, even when we were kids, what the boxing scene used to be like, the pageantry that went around it, and the UFC has come in and stolen a lot of that. And I'm a big UFC guy. It's just different. It's different marketing, different promotions, and Dana White kind of cults a personality. It takes a lot of the headlines for himself, and say what you will about Dana White, he is a master when it comes to promoting these fights, but it is just such a different way of doing it than it had been traditionally, and also just the sport itself. Like, I love UFC because of the creativity. I know nothing about martial arts. arts.
Right.
I just like watching dudes beat the hell out of each other and betting it.
I know, wax on, wax off.
But when it comes to, boxing is just so, I don't want to say boring. It's just different. It's a lot of, stand and trade.
Yeah.
It's a lot of playing the long game. People, Floyd Mayweather, he was not a knockout artist.
Right.
He didn't need to be. He was tiny. Meanwhile, in the UFC, it behooves you to do that. So it's just so different.
It behooves you to knock people out. Yes, it does.
Exactly. Go figure.
Well, we have Lou Finicaro, who's going to tell us all about fighting. He's never been on Punchlines. He's a frequent guest.
Oh, he's the man.
On Sports by the Book. Yeah, never met him, never talked with him. He's going to be on Friday.
If Lou gives out a dog, a UFC dog, bet it.
Really?
He is amazing at UFC underdogs.
He
and
will
always
be
has
giving.
been.
Okay, he is going to be giving UFC picks this week. We're going to talk Tyson and Jake Paul. That's on Friday. Friday with Jeff Parles. We'll have Lou Finicaro and Chris Andrews is going to pop in. Tomorrow's show, another triple header. We got Deb Whitkus, we got Billy Gardell, and we got Joe D'Amico. 2 shows in a row that are going to be can't miss stuff. And I will tell Lou my Mike Tyson story. I've told it once on this, but I will tell an abbreviated version of my interaction with Mike Tyson, which was one of the most frightening moments of my life.
Oh, I can only imagine. By the way, I'm not saying that Lou's favorites are bad.
Right.
But his dogs are dynamite.
All right, I love it. Speaking of dogs, woo! Come on. What kind of S?
Professionals.
You want a segue? He said dog. I brought up dog of the day. Kenny White's dog of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday it was somebody. Toronto Raptors? I don't remember. Let's look at today's. Let's live in the present. Here we go. Oh, no! We have a graphic. Yes, and it's a wiener dog. Looks like my old Dodger right there. Kenny White's dog of the day. Fresno State Bulldogs, exclamation point. Parlay. He's giving out a parlay. Plus 12.5, under 150. That's a high-scoring football game right there. Oh, is that college basketball? I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
So college, I'm like, I'm going to watch that game if the odds are 153. So anyway, take a look at that. That's a good pick right there. It's a parlay.
Yeah, they're playing at UC Santa Barbara. The Gauchos, one of the best teams traditionally in the Big West. Fresno State's going to have a rough year.
Okay.
And, regardless of the outcome tonight, they're going to be bad.
Okay.
And this is a line that actually started at 14.5, so it's all the way down to 12.5. So if you're thinking about following Kenny on this, get on it now.
Okay.
Game doesn't tip till 7 o'clock here on the West Coast. I don't hate it. I do think that this game will be low scoring. We're seeing a bit of a correction from the books. First week of the college basketball season, overs were hitting at a crazy rate, and now they've adjusted and the unders are going crazy. So for the year itself, they've averaged out as far as overs versus unders, but it's because it was that overcorrection now leading to a lot of the unders.
Ladies and gentlemen, we didn't know that was going to... Matt didn't know that was going to be Kenny's dog of the day. And what's he do? He gives us more information. He gives us everything we need to know about that matchup. That's why we love having you. You will be here again next week. Sorry.
I'll be here next week. You also gave me 2 teams from the only 2 conferences that I really know a lot about.
Yeah. I know, but let's say Ann and Kenny planned it that way. What's the rest of your week like? What games you got coming up?
We got Barry Odom Coaches Show for UNLV football tonight. Parkway Tavern 2:15 and Flamingo at 6 o'clock. UNLV versus Omaha basketball tomorrow night. Omaha. I'm going to make that joke once or twice in the broadcast.
Okay.
You can listen to it locally. ESPN Las Vegas, Silver State Sports and Entertainment Network has the TV simulcast. And then UNLV San Diego State on the Gridiron at Allegiant Saturday night. Should be really, really fun. UNLV looking to go to 8-2 on the year.
And follow Matt Neverett at Matt Neverett, and all that information will be on there if you didn't catch it right now. We appreciate you guys watching. Jerry, make sure you hug Jerry if you see him. It's Hug a Musician Day. Vince, nice job today as always. Sean, thank you. And Ann, any parting thoughts?
We didn't show the dog video.
We're going to show it right now. It's going to end. This, oh my God, this might be the best one right here. Okay, this is Dog Ross. Here we go. So Courtney found this one.
Oh my God.
Joy of Painting with Dog Ross.
Hello, I'm Bob Ross.
I wasn't ready for that.
Look at this.
Just a little. Don't overdo. Got some of it down in here. Who cares? We'll end up turning that into...
We're on the good times now.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents. Happy little bush right along here. I think everybody...
You can follow this guy, by the way. This dog, this isn't the only time he's done it.
We're going to call this one done today.
Look at that. And then the dog's in the painting.
To go for right now. I look forward to seeing you again. Until then...
Oh, that's so cute.
And God bless.
And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow on Punchlines. Line stands for live and about every show.